Hello and welcome. You're looking at a 30-minute chart of QQQ. The pattern we see is that since reaching a high of 335, it pulled back right here, and then there's a consolidation, then another drop, and then another bit of consolidation, and then another drop, and then now we're seeing it's consolidating again here. The other thing to note is that the magnitude of decline here is similar to the magnitude of decline here and similar to the magnitude of decline right here. So these declines are roughly about 7 points. So right now it's consolidating again here, similar to what we've seen here and what we've seen here. Now it's doing it right at support here. 314 is a support area. So if this level is breached, then like previous occasion, we could see another 7-point drop in QQQ, which brings it to this level. So the support obviously is right at 314, which is where it is, and additional support is in the 307, 308 area. So the initial resistance would be around this level, 318, and then there's a gap between 318 and 322. So there would be an additional area of resistance. If we look at the daily chart of QQQ, just to get an idea of what's happening on a broader time frame, we see that it's currently trapped between the daily 20 and 50 EMA. It's closed below the 20, but the 50 is still holding. So this is an important level, the 50 area, because if it closes below, then both the moving averages could start to roll over and move to the downside. So obviously that would not be ideal for a bull scenario. And then 308 is this breakout level. So this is where this was the previous high. This is where it broke. So it's now at an important area. The momentum indicators are RSI is around 50. Don't want to see it below 50. 50 was a support here. There was a resistance here. It fell below support, so it's right where there is support. So you should see it bounce from here. MACD is obviously moving lower, so we want to see we don't want to see it go below the zero line. So overall, technical picture is not bullish, but it's not bearish either, because it hasn't closed below the 50 EMA. So just to summarize, short-term support levels are 314 and then 307, 308. Resistance levels are around 318 and then 322. If we quickly look at SPY, we see SPY is also consolidating. Near-term support is around 410 and then around 408. There's a big gap between 417 and 421. So the 417 area it will be an area of resistance. If we look at the daily time frame, just to see the bigger picture, like QQQ, it is also trapped between the daily 20 and 50 EMA. It did touch the daily 50 and then backed off. So we want to see it reclaim the daily 20 soon. The RSI is at the 50 level, so this was a previous area of resistance. So so this area should act as a support. MACD is heading lower. Again, we don't want to see it below the zero line. So overall, it's not bullish, but it's not bearish either. We want to see it get back above the daily 20 and then slowly move up towards the 200-day EMA and retest that again. If we look at the dollar index quickly, so it rose to a new high. It reached the previous intraday high right here, and then today was a negative day. But what we're noticing is that the momentum indicators are making lower highs. Right here you'll see that the RSI is making lower high even as the price is going up. The MACD is also making lower high. So at some point these lower highs in momentum will catch up, but for the time being, the technical picture is still positive. The 20 and 50 EMAs are moving higher. MACD is moving higher, but remains well below this level. If we quickly look at the 10-year yield, so the 10-year yield continues to rise. It rose another 4 ticks. So it's gone past this level right now. But more importantly, we see that the moving average, the MACD, the momentum indicators are continue to move higher. MACD is now about to cross above the zero line. RSI is moving higher. So there is quite a bit of momentum, and it's also gone above this area. So this is something to keep an eye on, because if it starts to go to 310, 315, that could put a lid on any rally in tech stocks. If we look at the crude oil quickly, so we'll look at crude oil right here, because there's some interesting levels. So here we see crude oil. There's a resistance. 95 is a resistance area, and it's been forming a base here. So obviously this is an important resistance level. So if it's able to get through this 95 area, so there is some room for it to move up to around 204. Also the momentum indicators are slowly moving higher. The RSI has gone above the previous high. MACD, even though it's below the zero line, it's crossed, and then it's showing signs of going towards the zero line. So this suggests that perhaps there might be a little bit more to the upside, but this area is important, the 95. If it's able to get through 95, then it opens up a little bit of room for it to move up to around 104 area. If we quickly look at VIX, so again VIX, so this is 24 level, and this is an area of resistance. So the last couple of days it tested this level, hasn't been able to get through decisively. So but the momentum indicators are starting to tick up again. So if it's able to get through here, it does open up some space for it to move. So we need to watch this one. If it's able to get through 24, then there could be additional move higher, and that means that it could put some pressure on the overall market. Something to keep an eye on. That's all for today. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please consider pressing the like button, sharing the video, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you.